She spent many hours at it before giving up. She said she had never seen a curse this strong. It was as though it came from the Lord of Hell himself. She had no way of lifting it. Before the Undertaker could reply, hello, I'm Damien. This is Hard West, and if you are sitting comfortably, then we'll begin. Riverside Lair. The boat floated with the current. They were out of danger. Reverend Ashmore thanked everyone and asked why they wanted to find him. When the Undertaker told him about his curse, the priest shook his head in embarrassment, replying that he merely had, as all men did, the power to do good. He offered to join the posse and help with the search. Alright, well, we're either accepting help or we're turning it down, so we might as well accept it. Reverend Ashmore inclined his head with a smile and pointed to the heap of items stocked on the boat. They were almost all his possessions, confiscated by the Mad King's followers. After rummaging through the collection, he produced a masterfully crafted rifle he called the Bone Hand. Ashmore presented it to Undertaker, warning that it should only be handled by emissaries of death. Clearly, he believed that Undertaker was one. Well, that's... I don't know if that's a compliment coming from the Reverend. The Undertaker is an emissary of death, so let's take a look at this bone rifle. We got the Navy gun. It's 5 damage, 5 ammo. Lucky horseshoe. Get some luck. Even more luck from rabbits are luckier than horses, even though they lost their feet and the horse only lost a shoe. And that's something that we can all relate to, right? Holy Amulet is 50 max luck. Well, that's a hell of a thing, right? He's already got a ton of luck, Undertaker, over here. So the Bone Hand Rifle, 6 damage, but only 1 ammo. It is medium range. 4 damage, 15 ammo. 4 damage, 6 ammo. And that one's medium as well. I don't really see a reason to keep the Western Rifle. Let's replace this. So he's carrying 2 rifles around. A Bone Hand Rifle. Commissioned especially for exorcist work. Commissioned especially for exorcist work. Aim 15. Well, that sounds pretty good. Alright, so that's cool. What else we got? This might be the first time that we had a party of 4. I think that's the maximum when we briefly either had them in the past and then somebody died, or we almost had them, but along the way, somebody died. So I don't think that we've had 4 guys at the same time yet. Anyways, I'm going to cancel out of here because that's the less interesting stuff. So what I'm going to try to do, because the game board section last time ran really long, I'm going to try and rush through this as quick as I can, or maybe cut some stuff out. We'll see when we get there. Right now, I'm clearly not doing any of that because I'm just talking and circling my mouse around this railroad station. I don't even know why. We're done there. We don't need to go back to the railroad station. I am wasting time that we could be using doing anything else, anything more visually interesting. But we're not. We're just sitting here, staring at me, talking with my hands, using a mouse. Seriously, what the hell? Alright, here we go. What else we got to do? We need to go to Red Coyote, but we need to bring 10 ginseng roots, and so we need to purchase some stuff. Do they have ginseng at the opium den? There's a bridge. There's a town. I don't remember where anything is or where to go to buy this stuff. Caravan had some stuff. There's a sawmill over there. I don't think I've visited the sawmill because it's blink, 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 blink. It's got that shiny stuff up there. Let's go to the sawmill. The sawmill was managed by Malcolm Topper, a man of few words and quirky habits. If you could stomach the unpleasant sounds he made when spitting through his teeth, you could make a deal. That's me trying to rush. I don't give a shit about any of this stuff. Maybe some wood. I don't have any money. How did I end up with no money? I guess I didn't get any money from that fight. And he's only got 35 bucks. Well, I'm not really an item kind of... Nail bomb. Hey. I like that. I think I've had one of those before, haven't I? Anyway, grenades are great. Immediate luck boost. That could come in handy at certain times. That improves HP and luck, but debilitates. Yeah, okay. Aim. Don't care. Sell all of those. Confirm. 32 bucks. All right, that's about as much as I'm going to get here. Confirm. Trade. Close. Now, we possibly want more guns. But that's lower priority. Ooh, there's a crossroads over there. Ooh, and a fate trader. That sounds ominous. But right now, eye on the ginseng, eye on the ginseng. Where are we going to get some ginseng? Does anybody remember where we can get ginseng? We're going to try the caravan. Go here to get ginseng. Blah, blah, blah. We've talked here before. Trade. Ginseng. We need 10 ginseng. Which means we need slightly more money than we have. We only have 97 cash. Okay. So we need to sell something. We got some liquor here. I'm going to sell a bottle of liquor. Alright. And then why don't we top this off so we're not getting ripped off here. Cha-ching! Here we go. Excellent. We've got the ginseng. It's time to go see... What, have we not visited the bridge either? Screw it. We're going to see Red Coyote. We'll worry about the rest later. Ah, now we're affected by hunger. We need to camp. We have 24 portions. We got a lot of food at the last place. All right. You all have to watch me feed these guys. There you go. All right, Undertaker, you happy? Okay, Aussie Harry, you want some here? Open the hangar. Here comes the airplane. Booker Johnson, you look like a man who enjoys a food portion. Yummy food portion. Reverend, come on, this must be better than the stuff that you're getting at church. You just have those tiny little wafers. This is way tastier. Don't have any wine though, sorry. All right, everybody want to go to sleep? All right, let's cuddle up for warmth. Another day has arrived. No rest for the wicked, save for the rest that we just had. Also, we're wicked. Here we go. Let's talk to the man. The party arrived in front... Oh, sorry, I was going to rush through this. The party arrived in front of an Indian teepee decorated with large skulls. A burly Indian man covered in scars in the middle of the tent. The floor beneath him stand dead. I kind of lost my train of words there. I'm sorry, and now I'm taking just way longer to do everything. I'm so sorry. But apparently not that sorry. Red Coyote accepted the tribute, but it didn't seem to improve his demeanor. He snarled something about proving their mettle and hunt for a bear with a broken skull. So, as in, I use the skull as a weapon, or I'm hunting for the bear and the bear has a broken skull? Kill the bear with a broken skull somewhere in the mountains. It looks like there's 3 different potential combat areas. What does that mean? That I could have up to 3 different combat things before I find this bear? Alright, so we got mountains with water, we got mountains with no water, and we got mountains with less paths than the others. Beautiful. Okay, this is lovely. Very lovely. What I'm going to do is... Oh, I forgot about that. You heard me. You know what? We're going to take a quick jump back to... Where was it? Ghost Town. So I can use my wood. Apparently. Wait, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm going to have to go back and read that in post. I thought that was just the Ghost Town preamble. And I was just trying to get through the carpentry. But apparently it unlocked a safe location. Now, what do I like? Eagle, coyote, bear, vulture. We're going to fight a bear, so let's bring a bear, right? A couple hours, a figurine, small, had to be carved perfectly. Beautiful. So now I have a bear figurine. I'm going to do some... Let's see what it does. Bear figurine. +1 maximum hit points. Excellent. Okay, we're going to the Water Mountains. Here we go. A lot of time wasted. Got to shoot some people. The Undertaker discovered a waterfall. A human skeleton lay at its edge, stuck on a rock. An old, worn-out purse was still attached to its belt, and it held a gun tightly in its dead fingers. Oh, I can choose between the weapon and the purse. I kind of need some money, but the reason I need some money is to buy some weapons. Therefore, let's cut out the middleman. Unclenching its fingers to loosen the weapon disrupted the skeleton, which tumbled into the water, taking the purse with it. Taking the purse with it. With an 18 shooter. That sounds like it's got like a lot of bullets. I'm guessing 18. There we go. Damage for ammunition 18. What a shit gun. I mean, the only real benefit is that you don't have to reload it a whole bunch. I guess it's better than the 6-shooter if that guy's still using the 6-shooter. I take back my derision. Alright, let's go to the next closest mountains. The group entered a giant cave, no doubt home to a host of bats, spiders, and snakes. Near the entrance to a burnt-out fireplace lay a corpse. The man had an official-looking attire and had clearly died of cold and hunger. Harrington found a note in his inner pocket. Keachum, I'm worried rebels will attack the bank. Be sure to change the safe code to 3232. Cool. I can keep going into the cave without illuminating my way. Why would I do that? To sneak up on something? Probably to sneak up on something, but also possibly to get bit. Let's torch it up. Illuminating the darkness revealed gold nuggets and a bag marked with strange symbols containing 2 bullets. However, the light seemed to enrage a flock of vampire bats which now swept down on the posse. Everyone escaped. They were bleeding from the bites and worried they'd contract some sort of disease such as dysentery. I might lose somebody. And I got 40 bucks and a rattling cough and a rattling cough and some cursed ammo. What does cursed ammo do again? Let's take a quick look. Whoop. Gives me bonus damage and reduced luck. He's got a lot of luck. He doesn't have anything to use it on. Oh, he doesn't have anything. Let me just take a quick look at the cards. Oh, he's got a lot, actually. But they're all the useless ones. Oh yeah, who cares about those? You know what? We're going to switch out Booker, who's actually pretty good, with the cursed ammo. He's going to do some more damage now. Excellent. And now, off to the mountains. What a journey. Oh good, we're hungry again. I am having difficulty speaking right now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And everybody's satisfied. I'm not doing bonuses. I don't know how long I have. Let's get some sleep and then chase a bear. A bear, a bear. Hey, there we go. Bear with the broken skull. A giant of a bear with a festering wound on its head charged furiously towards the Undertaker. Undertaker managed to kill the monster and recover its skull. An old rifle bullet was lodged in the dead animal's eyebrow. Oh, well, I guess that wasn't combat. So again, this whole section is going to take really long. Let's go back and see Red Coyote. Blue Stone Slope. There had been a landslide here that uncovered scenes of unique minerals in the bedrock. Some said there never were blue stones here. Others said looters had depleted the deposit years ago. Dense fog obscured the area. The posse's arrival startled a coyote, which ran off with something in its mouth. I can run after it in the fog, or I can lure it in with some provisions. Well, I do have 16 more provisions. So this sounds like a job for bait. They set up the bait and waited behind a rock. When the animal approached the meal, they tried to shoot it, but the coyote was too fast. It snatched the food, but left behind a strange medallion. I think that's a euphemism for it pooped. Oh no, it's actually, it's an ear necklace if it's just as good as it was last time. +2 heat. The dead lend their ears, hear your enemies. Yeah, that's... Wait a minute, he's not wearing anything. Why isn't he wearing anything? I did not mean... What's the medical bag? Immediate health boost. You know what? Let's try this out. I don't think I used it before. But we're going to try that out. Now, return to Red Coyote. The legendary bear skull rolled towards Red Coyote's feet. The shaman nodded slowly and began an eerie chant. He smeared the blood from his wounds onto the Undertaker, threw some of the red dirt at him, and began dancing and chanting. Finally, he fell silent. The shaman assured the Undertaker that his burden should now be eased. The gravedigger wasn't convinced. Now affected by bear spirits, got a Queen of Hearts and some food portions. A message from the stranger. The posse came to a very peculiar man who walked slowly and clumsily and stank of death. The card sewn in his clothes read, 7 graves. The man walked straight up to the undertaker and handed him an envelope. When asked about the contents, he pointed toward his sewn shut mouth and walked away. A letter in elaborate script read, I hear you're trying to find me. I am told you're a handsome man, and I fancy the pleasure of your company. Enclosed are directions to me home. It's a swamp, but a cozy one. Elena, the seamstress. Alright, now I can go meet the seamstress. I also can go to a couple other places. There's the crossroads. There's the fate trader. Sawmill. Like, there's a lot of places to go, but I also have to consider the amount of food that I have. So we are running really long again. This whole game board section is just significantly longer than the rest. So I might as well pad it out a little more. I'm going to hit a couple of places, and then we'll end this video, and the next one will be whatever the battle is. Because why not? Apparently, it's just going to take forever. Let's go to the crossroads and perhaps meet a demon. Or the devil. Harrington saw something glittery by the side of the road and said, ooh, his eyes steadling on an empty whiskey bottle half buried in the ground. Investigation turned up a note inside. The message read, Halpin, my dearest companion, this will be my last message. I am leaving his impious land to the rats, snakes, and coyotes, and travel to the old world. I won't be another skull on the pile. Should you need assistance in your travels, try the post office southwest of Ghost Town. Good luck, amigo. The posse came across a solitary woman on her hands and knees in the middle of the crossroads. Exhausted to the point of death, she begged them for food. Well, as we said before, the Undertaker, we're playing as kind of a good guy. Rather than Warren's descent into demonicness, we are on a quest for redemption. So let's give her some food. She noisily devoured the portions, thanking the men between chews. She said her name was Jane, and she was married to Sarajarvi, who used to own the nearby trading post. They had been attacked by bandits, and Sarajarvi had been killed. She had been trying to reach the railroad station to withdraw their savings and reopen the business. Now, she had the strength to finish her journey. She said if they came to her trading post, she would give them special prices on her wares. That'd be great if I wasn't still broke. Let's go to the fate trader and trade some fate. Yo, what's up? The posse encountered a carriage full of strange items driven by a toothless dwarf. His cart was adorned with the symbol of a snake biting its own tail. Alright, so he's got a bone hand rifle. Didn't I get one of those? I thought it was only for Death's emissaries and very special and yada yada yada. Shotgun revolver. Oh, that is a nice piece of weaponry. Wait a minute. That's what this guy has. This guy has all of the items that I collected that were special items in previous scenarios. And hey, there's a decaying post. There's a safe location. The location of a safe. Oh, this is the area that showed up in that little description that I accidentally clicked through. Let's see what it is. After hours of searching, the posse found the place the old soldier had spoken of, a rotted oak at the base of a hill. Excited, they looked inside the tree. There it was, a giant steel safe full of treasures plundered during the Civil War. It had a round, rotating 3-step lock. The code consisted of 5 rotations, each in alternating directions. Let's read the letter. Keechum, before the rebels decided to attack the bank. Oh, this is the same one that I had acquired before. 3232. But there's apparently 5 numbers, and so I have to guess what the last one is. Let's attempt to crack the safe. The tumbler was set at 00000. Okay, 3, 2, 3, 2. And then I have a 1 in 3 chance of getting this. So what do we want to try? Given the 3, 2, 3, 2. You know what? It's going to be a 3. Gotta be right. Fuck you, it's wrong. That follows the pattern. Alright, let's try this again. 3, 2, 3, 2, 2. What are the chances? Well, 1 in 3, I guess. 3, 2. Damn it! I missed. I'm sure this is riveting too, by the way. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. There was a distinctive click as the safe opened. The soldier had been right. It was full of treasures. They took it all and left hastily. $200. Every time I get some significant amount of money, it turns out to be exactly $200. This game is obsessed with $200. You get treasure, it's $200. Somebody dies, it's $200. You hire somebody, it's $200. Feed, feed, feed. I'm getting tired of feeding these guys. Am I ever getting tired of feeding these guys? I'm about to let them starve to death. Every day they need to eat more and more and more, like children. This former federal post office still received messages and documents, but was now a decaying hangout for crooks and outlaws who traded information about the region. Cody Blake Ash supervised the business. That's about the least threatening name I could possibly think of. There's a daily price list I can buy for $25, or I can buy price lists for 2 days. Price lists being what? The black market? This is like a black market brochure. Well, let's see what it is. Money's to be spent. This former federal... Oh, that's the same thing. Let's review the daily price list. Town. Sell 142, buy 98. Oh. Oh, come on. Really? So, this is like the list if I'm going to do some day trading and travel back and forth and buy and sell things to make some money. Yeah, I have absolutely zero interest in extending this game board section right now. So far, this whole game board section is by far my least favorite piece of this entire game. So let's go see the seamstress. The group arrived at a hut made of rotting planks and moss. Dozens of candles lit the interior in a cozy fashion. The walls were decorated with herbs and jars filled with eerie specimens. They were greeted by an elderly and attractive, dark-skinned woman. The seamstress seemed to know why they came, probably because she had sent them a letter. She explained that to help them, she needed a lock of hair from someone who died in the massacre. Okay, let's travel all the way back to the ghost town and dig up a body. Hey, we meet the Russian again. The Undertaker sat among the graves of his dead friends and enemies. His prayer wasn't religious, more a gloomy reflection of his past and present reactions. Sat down to a grim prayer, or I can carve something, or where are we? Yeah, that's okay. The Undertaker couldn't bring himself to exhume his friends. Instead, he uncovered Bloomberg, a local gambler and perfume aficionado. His body was a foul-smelling pile of rot. With a grimace, the Undertaker retrieved a lock of hair and reburied him. All right. So, if an Undertaker is responsible for burying bodies, then does digging them up make him an Overtaker? The Russian again. How did the Russian know where we were going? The Undertaker presented the old seamstress with a lock of hair. The witch mixed the hair with herbs while muttering spells in an unknown tongue. She spent many hours at it before giving up. She said she had never seen a curse this strong. It was as though it came from the Lord of Hell himself. She had no way of lifting it. Before the Undertaker could reply, the seamstress touched Harrington's forehead and he fell unconscious. When he awoke, his aging eyesight was rejuvenated and he felt reborn. Oswald Harrington is now affected by sight cured. That's wonderful. So at least she did something. Let's go talk to the hermit. Hermit, paying a visit. Blah, 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 blah. A thin column of acrid smoke rose from the shabby hut home of Empus the Hermit. He greeted the posse with a tired voice, telling them he already knew why they had come. So you struck out and couldn't find anything from any of those people, huh? Well, I guess you've come crawling back to me. The hermit smiled mysteriously, but did not reply. The Undertaker begged, pleaded, cursed, and threatened, but Empus was impenetrable. Resigned, the gravedigger decided to return to Ghost Town and take his own life to avoid causing any more harm. Guess I'll go kill myself then. A mopey son of a bitch. Oh, and now he's hungry. Yeah, well, you know, he's gonna kill himself, but might as well have a last meal, right? Ozzy Harry you can eat, Booker J you can eat, and Rev Ash. I wonder if this is the final battle. Boy, I sure hope so, because I don't really fancy coming back to this game board, but I'm sure I'm going to come back to this game board. Another day arrived, no rest for the wicked. Alright. You know, okay, one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to be unable to take his own life, he's going to change his mind and go off and, you know, have a battle or whatever, or he's going to kill himself and then meet the devil and come back and do that whole deal thing for some reason. Or he's going to try to kill himself. The devil's going to show up and say, you know what? Your life is not your own to give. I own you. And then he's going to cause problems there. Let's see. Harry returned from patrol reporting increased cultist activity in the area. The Undertaker told him his decision to end his life and asked for his help. Reluctantly, Harrington agreed. Wow. I could decide I'm not going to die and make sure my companions are ready to fight the cultists. Wow, so it really does sound like Undertaker's going to be bumped out. Alright, let's do this. Apparently there's a battle screen. This is going to be something different. I'm going to assume Beast Hearing, sense nearby enemies. I have an item that does that. Who had that item? This is a passive. Let's give it to the Reverend. What is this? Equalization. Oh, that was that really, really strong one. You know what? We're going to give it to... locked card slot. Terror. Terror is crap. We're going to give equalization to Booker. In case it comes in handy. Courage. That's an active, which makes that kind of not my thing. And disguise. You are ignored by enemies in setup stage. Ooh, that's interesting too. Who has... I can't see their heat right now. Oh well, whatever. Let's do Oswald. Good enough. Alright, I'm going to click the proceed to combat button. But we've gone really, really long here. Sorry about that. And we will see you next time. So until then, take care.